Hello everybody and welcome back. I'm Will Dragon and this is All Quiet in the Trenches. I've just finished a lovely battle phase where things could have been better. Let's just say things could have been better. So let's jump into the camp phase and see how we're doing. Oh, it's cold. We do, however, and pretty much the only thing I care about whatsoever, we have good recovery and very good recovery. We do, on the other hand, have feverish, however. But he still has good recovery. So he is one of the guys in the hospital. So we are going to have to try and deal with that. We are short of firewood. Okay, that's... Yes, we are having a cold snap, which is bad timing. Because soon I think we're going to come into the cold phase. Because we're pretty much there anyway. We're at the end of November. Let's see who else wants something. Thank you for taking the wounded to the hospital as quickly as possible, even though they were not members of your troop. That's because, yes, I actually think I brought French prisoners back as opposed to my own troop. But anyway, Hunt and Dana belong to your troop. They're in good hands. We will do our best. Hunt has developed a severe fever. If you could spare a man, stay with him and keep an eye on his condition, it would help the treatment a lot. Okay. So, treat fever. He's talkative. He's lovely. He's not having a... he could do with the rest. Everybody could do with the rest. Oh, except for Co. We know he's chopping firewood, don't we? The weakest... Yes, he's no longer faltering. Of course. That is fantastic. Amazing. I forgot we managed to get that off him. Oh, that just brightened my day. Even though we've got a feverish troop and I'm terrified. That brightened my day. Okay. The trench is lost. What a disgrace. I see you're at least able to take some prisoners. A small consolation. Maybe we can get something out of them that will help our plans. I want you to bring us a victory in the next attack, not captured Frenchmen. Okay. So long as we can't keep up with demand, to relieve them, you won't be responsible for keeping their uniforms clean themselves. We are low on food supplies. Next shipment. A few more weeks. Oh, that's not great. If we come back here, there is somebody that wants something else. If you tell me the latrine's full, I will slap you. The whole group is exhausted. That is true. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that at all. Let's come to the village outskirts. Madame Horosh. Cleaning uniforms. Ask for help. Nope. Okay. Demand help. Thank you. As there's no real background to the French village yet, I've got no problem with pushing that. Once that update gets added in, although that is a few down the track, as I've always said, I will be a little bit more cautious when it comes to that one. So, jobs are done. Let's not just rest. Let's go to a pub. Have fun, boys. And that'll be that turn. Okay. Ooh. Wait, what could you find? Okay. The soldier Linux was small but sturdy and evidently didn't mind doing whatever needed doing. He took on even the most unpleasant tasks without complaint. Saw when help was needed somewhere and lent a hand. One morning I saw Linux working on a task that I was sure I had assigned to Gummerbunt. I approached him. Next time, talk to me beforehand. Taking over your comrade's tasks, I said. Linux paused. I'm sorry, I just wanted to help as the task seemed too difficult for him. Please leave that decision up to me. He has to learn and you won't always be able to help him in battle. Linux nodded. I suppose you're right. After a brief silence, he added, we have it good here. Everyone has something to eat and we have warm clothes. Our families back home are much worse off. We spoke briefly about the families at home and the duties here at the front before I moved on. This soldier had obviously seen a lot. Nice. Nice, how did we do? Oh, we've got Dana back. He's lightly wounded. Absolutely fantastic. Menk and Linux are no longer lightly wounded, so they've lost any kind of good recovery, of course. Standard rations removed. That should be standard rations added, really. Belonging added to all three of them, and grateful added to... Oh, he's grateful. That's interesting. I wonder what he's grateful for. Changed to exhausted, even though he didn't even do his own job. Excellent mood. And no food supplies. Now, we don't seem to have actually gained any prestige, even though we did bring back a couple of prisoners. The latrine is filled to the brim, naturally. I've been released from the hospital. I'm still a bit bruised, but I'm feeling a lot better already. The rest will surely heal soon. And if we come up to headquarters... We have a few prisoners of war in our camp that need guarding until they can be moved to a prison. Until then, they will be my responsibility. We have no food supplies. Interesting. The storage is slowly empty, but there's still enough for you to get some extra if you need it. I mean, I have to, really. I'm gonna incur von Carlsbrook's disapproval, but I mean, like I said, I have to. There's no choice about it. Linux, you're our friendly man. Latrine duty. I'm a bit loath to put Dana on it. He's just... Oh, we still have one more. Yes, the field kitchen. Our food stocks are nearly depleted. I don't know how long I'll be able to keep the men on their feet with what little I still have. Please procure more supplies soon. Your men are exhausted. With the permission, I would like to give them larger portions to get them back in shape. That's not going to happen because we don't have any food. So the only job that is tiring is latrine duty. I'm afraid, Dana, you're going to have to go on it. Welcome out of the field. I'll steal food from village. That's not going to happen. So this job is not exhausting. So we are going to go main. And those will go male. Pick up food. That'll be cummerbund. Hopefully we can, they can rest and relax at least a little bit. No, oh, maybe somebody did turn up with a mysterious crate of food. I remember sitting together in a wide circle, excitedly chatting among themselves. This charred mood had been growing more and more intense over the last few days. There was hardly any other topic of conversation than Christmas Eve and what it would bring. Some worried about their families at home. The melancholy was visible in many a gaze. And again the conversations came back to what it was like to have spent Christmas at the front. What do you think? Menk asked the group. Will there be another football match? Surely you have heard about last year's Christmas truce. How strange it must have been when everybody suddenly laid down their weapons and played football together. Some murmured in agreement. One soldier interjected that he would be most excited about the exchange of cigars and cigarettes, and another raved about the food that was supposedly traded last year. I sat a little apart and listened to the conversations. Suddenly, and evidently unexpected for everyone, Lieutenant von Carlsbrook stood before the men. They were shocked into silence, and all enthusiasm vanished from their faces. What is all this Nancy drivel? He snapped at the soldiers. You are here at the front, and the gentlemen behind these trenches are your enemies. If you didn't keep forgetting that, we would have been in Paris long ago, and could have brought our families a nice victory for Christmas. Dan what Sich and Meech. It goes to show what your lousy management style does to these men. If this doesn't improve soon, I don't think much of your prospects. Then he addressed the men again. And now back to work, and don't think that the Herr Major will tolerate such fraternization like last year again this Christmas. Then he marched off. Is anything specific about our Herr Major? Abashedly, my men looked at me. It's still a nice thought, though. I said, and a few of them nodded. At least it gives us a little hope, even if it's just a pipe dream, Menk said quietly. The tension eased somewhat among the men. They quickly went back to their tasks, but the next day you could regularly hear one of them whispering to another, wonder if a Christmas miracle might be possible after all. Oh. Once again, I made my usual rounds through camp. That's when Lieutenant von Carlsbrook beckoned me over. Good to see you. I wanted to have a word with you anyway. He got straight to the point. Your troop was kindly and, in my opinion, completely unfoundedly granted home leave. I nodded at him wordlessly. First, I wanted to wait and see if there wasn't a catch, and indeed, after a brief frown, he gruffly added, But I don't want you and your men to feel like you're on holiday just yet. I expect you to make up for the lost working hours in advance. Yes, Herr Lieutenant, I replied curtly. Talking back would only lead to more work for my men. Then I hurried on before he could think of anything else. Afterwards, I immediately delivered the good news of their leave to my men. I did tell them about the additional work, which dampened the soldiers' initially joyful mood somewhat. Still, the delight about the upcoming leave soon prevailed, and it turned into a cheerful, lively evening. the likes of which we hadn't had for a long time. Oh, looks like Cold Snap may have just moved up. Wow, he's no longer wounded at all, I don't think. He has gone straight to full recovery. So Feverish has removed. Relieved has been added for everybody. Good recovery and very good recovery moved because lightly wounded has been... Ah, he's changed to... Faltering! Come on! Oh, we got rations again as well. Come on, guys. Hunt. Please, Head Officer, I need a break. We are short of firewood. You tell me you need a break, then you give me these problems. Supplies, finally, we almost ran out. I'll only give out half rations so that... No, you won't. What? Give my men some food. Hey, it's Rub. These villagers are suspect. I keep hearing about attacks by Frank's terrors along our men from the front. Field hospital. Now look at that, my favorite under officer. How can I help you? I don't know. How can I help you? Didn't she want me to come here? I don't know. How are we doing? Yeah, I don't want to risk any more displeasure. I mean, if we go into below average prestige, I think we're going to get more jobs. Dana, that could be you. Control the village. That can be Menk. And... Linux, you're a strong lad. I believe in you. Home leave in 7 turns. Let's take one of those turns. It's December 23rd. December 24th. A wistful mood had spread among the men. It was a day like any other here in the camp, and yet so different. We knew that, when looked at soberly, nothing set it apart from any other day. What did words like Christmas, contemplation, and world peace mean out here? Out here where you lived from meal to meal, and where a day without losses could be better than a holiday. And yet, each in our own way, we seemed to have hoped against hope that something would happen. That something would be different from the other days. Maybe something like a miracle. It made this day, in all its ordinariness, all the more difficult to bear. For weeks, the men had been waiting for letters from home, which seemed to be delayed more and more. Heavy clouds hung in the sky, and a nasty sleet had set in a few hours ago. But even this long day came to an end at some point. Our work was done, and Lieutenant von Karsbrook had already retired to his quarters. My men and I sat together for a while and warmed our wet bones by a small fire. A few hours ago, Zielinski had beckoned me over and secretly handed me a small bundle, saying, I know they're stricter this year and don't want to hear about Christmas, but I thought, well, maybe you can bring the men a little joy with this. Now I opened the bundle and held it out to my men. With best regards from the kitchen. They looked into it with wide eyes. Inside were almost a dozen smoked sausages. They still smelled wonderfully of wood and bacon and home. How Zielinski had come by these delicacies was beyond my imagination. Man, Zielinski, what a hell of a guy, Hunt exclaimed. And he helped himself with gusto. The others didn't need to be asked twice, and as we sat there munching and sharing stories of home, it felt a little bit like Christmas. And how is that for a Christmas miracle? The cold snap has been removed. With the bad weather gone, we are up to meager rations as opposed to pitiful rations. It's still not great, but it is better than nothing. Changed down to exhausted, not good. Changed up to strained. Yep, not having food sucks. Rations. Standard rations, my man. Standard rations. Have you got me some food yet? Resupply came in. Beautiful. Our comrades in the trenches. Your order to expand the rear trench. Is there anything else? Signed. Wow, so 5 people on jobs. Luckily, we've got no extras coming from us. We're going to the trench soon. Rations double. Thank you very much. Because we're about to freaking have everybody collapse. Which is not good going to the trenches. Everybody's exhausted. Everybody, we've hit the turning point, folks. We have hit the turning point. Let's see what we can do. Well, that will obviously be Dana, Linux, and we're going to go Hunt. And then guard duty is going to be these two. Commandant on his faltering personality can get a bit of rest. If nobody collapses now, it's going to be ridiculous. And then we have to go to the trench and somehow not collapse in the trench as well. We'll see. We'll see. How do we do? 4 of them went down to strained. That's amazing. Low food supply. That's not a surprise either. Belonging has been removed. Nobody collapsed. Nobody collapsed. Have your people ready? It's back to the trenches. All right, let's go to the trenches. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, that is the end. Well, I say it's the end of the episode. That was only 15 minutes. No, let's not cut off there. Let's go through the trenches as well. It's only been a 15-minute episode. That's far too short. Now, of course, everybody's... Wow, 3 of them went straight back up to exhausted just for turning up in the trenches. That's amazing. I think I have... I think it'll be before Christmas. It's a bit late for that, mate. We've just gone past Christmas. At your service. So, 4 of them are exhausted. Where's he hiding? My man, my friend, Lieutenant von Karlsburg. Somebody give him a hug. He wants me to send my men out into no man's land to cut the barbed wire just outside of French trenches. Defensive position. It looks like that's all we've got on this side. Okay, that's interesting. Good. And interesting. And over here... Oh, we've got nothing. It's all still fully repaired. Okay. Right, what I'm going to do is... Menk. Oh, that's not... I hit cover button, that's why. Menk. Recovering camp. Accept. Leave. And honestly, I'm going to double down. Two of them going to go recovering camp. Oh, you two who are... But the only 2 that aren't exhausted. And then fetch rations. I'm going to give that to Linux. And to be fair, we may as well... No, we'll give it to one of them. People may collapse still. We are gambling with everything. Both of them changed down to strained. Ammunition dropped down a smidge. Food did not go up. That is never a good thing. Von Karlsburg, how can I help you? We need more space here for reinforcements for ammunition as the basis for our future victory. Mate, I've got hard news for you. I don't think it matters. Those 2 guys are somehow still standing. We'll go ammunition and rations. Hopefully we get these 2 back maybe next turn. Let's hit next turn. And I'll send 2 others to go and recover. Nope, they're still... Hey, rations went up. Ammunition didn't. That's okay. What's von Karlsburg want with me today? Nothing. No jobs to be done. Right, fetch ammunition. I'm going to give that to Commandant. And what I'm going to do, hoping the other 2 come back... Let's go send 1 more to recover in camp. Just in case they don't come back this turn, because I'll still have a small army of 3. Next turn. Yes, they came back. Brought them back from my break in camp. Something is going on in the French trenches. Someone should take a closer look. That's going to be you, Menk. Reporting back. I was carried out your orders, but was wounded in the process. Let us... Oh, he can't go and recover in camp. He's not tired enough. Recover in camp, except... Karlsburg, how can we help you? Don't tell me. Communications trench. Deliver a message to headquarters. Oh, we can do that. We can do that, not a problem. Recon, that'll be you. And deliver a message. That'll be you. I mean, I'd rather you were by the book, but you're the only guy who's not exhausted, so we need you to go running. You're gonna go back and recover in camp. And Dana, please go get me some ammunition. Next turn. Oh, we do have some mild artillery. That's probably what's not helping. Back to camp in 5 turns. I kept seeing a French soldier with binoculars as I was scouting. It was all starting to look just before they actually started firing. Oh, very nice. We hardly have anything left to eat. Oh, wow. We suddenly lost a lot of rations. Mail is now strained. Von Karlsbruck, do you want anything? Where are you? No, you do not. Fantastic. Right. It's going to be a full 4-man job. We want you. And I'm going to go trained in shooting. Fetch ammunition will be you. And so fetch rations will be you. Let's hopefully get a couple of things added on. And let's see if we can get rid of those artillery shells coming our way. I'm hoping so. We got 2 good things on. Hey, and beautiful. Reporting back from my break in camp. Drop down, went up. 3 days of rations. Ammunition stayed the same, but I can live with that. We kept the French artillery observer constantly under fire whenever he showed himself. I don't think we got him, but it seems he gave up. French have been busier than usual lately. I have a bad feeling about this. Then you need to go on to more recon, don't you? So nobody is exhausted. Nobody can be sent back to the trench. What do you think? Do you want to play a little trick on the French? Go cut some more barbed wire. Go cut some more barbed wire. Right, recon. It's going to be you again. Cut that barbed wire. We're actually going to send Dana and... yeah, I think I'm going to risk a cummerbund. Because I kind of want them to get exhausted, however bad it sounds. I want to keep these guys fresh. Although we could have a fight coming very soon. Let's go ahead and hit it next turn. I think the French are preparing an attack. I saw a lot of troop movement. We hardly have anything left to eat. That is correct. But I'm actually more worried about ammunition right now. Grab some ammunition. Fetch some rations. I would like it if he came back now. Inform about attack. Good job. Prepare a message to headquarters immediately. Send a man to deliver it. There you go. That got me a small trickle of prestige. Very nice. We were definitely needing a bit of that. Deliver that message. That is going to have to be Hunt. And let's go ahead and hit next turn. Engagement next turn. Not the kind that comes with shiny rings and chocolates. Under artillery has just been added. Okay, change down to tired and 1, 2, 3, 4. He did not rejoin us though. So we are going in with a 5-man team. Lock and load. The French are gathering for an attack. Stand ready. Oh, something else still. Reporting back from my breaking camp, rested and ready for orders. Okay, maybe he is back with us. Who only knows? He's not showing, but he's... I don't know. Just imagine if when we started the fight, he actually started running from the back. He's like, I'm coming! Just bolted back into the trench. I don't think anyone would actually be that enthusiastic, but who knows? So yes, the French are coming. So we have a trench to defend. It's all pretty much well built, except for, of course, that defensive position on the left. On the right, it was all good. We got rid of the artillery. Nothing got destroyed. And so on that, ladies and gentlemen, that is actually the end of the episode. Again, it's not the longest of all episodes, but let's be honest, the battle will probably take 30 to 60 minutes. And that is a bit too much of an add-on for this episode. So we will have to wait for the next episode to see how we do in battle. But until then, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you have enjoyed the episode. We've had some beautiful Christmas stories, which got added with the 0.8 update. And who knows, maybe there is still hope. We are in the 12th of January, 1916. And after this engagement, if we're very lucky, we'll be back in camp. And if we're very lucky, we have 5 straight turns until home leave. Let's cross your fingers and hope everybody makes it. We still have the hope, the dream, and the possibility of a deathless run available. And so until then, ladies and gentlemen, as per always, that leaves me to say that until we see you again, I hope that you will stay safe, happy, and healthy.